Yeah, it's little, and I'll tell you the story behind it. My name is Patricia. I've been with the team for about 3 going to 4, I don't remember, maybe. And I just started my pathways and working on the dynamic leadership pathways. Today I'm going to talk about an effective leader, and I'm just going to tell you about myself and how that affects me. I know we are all leaders in one way or the other, but I have an 8-year-old and we're having issues with leadership, taking instructions and making sure that she's following through. So yesterday I was sleeping and I had her do this for me. I wanted her to show me who a leader is to her. And I woke up this morning, I looked at my phone and I saw that she was actually looking up words, trying to write this out. So we'll talk about this, but who is a leader? I'm talking about an effective leader. We all know a leader is someone who leads people, like you are in charge of a group, you are making sure that things happen with the group. But I read all those things, and sometimes we talk about leaders being born or made. It can be both ways. Someone can be born a leader, another person can make him or herself a leader. And leaders influence people. I had one AVP who came in new, and all he did one time, he got us all into a group and asked us to stand. We stood, asked us to move to the right, move to the left, and come back. And that's all he did. What was the motive behind that? He wanted to be sure that he is able to move us when he wants to move us. So an effective leader. I looked it up this morning, and it talks about an effective leader being someone who has a passion greater than they are and is able to make society a better place. So if you are a leader, you are making things happen and you are around you are trying to change something around you for the better, not the worse. Yesterday, I told my little one to draw a picture of a leader. So this is her leader, and these are the followers. And she said a leader is an influencer, and I'm hoping I'm influencing her the right way. Someone who makes the world a better place. She thought of a director and an inspiration. I don't know about it. We're gonna talk more about this, about the director. Because we are.
You are now entering your See Me meeting.
What was that?
That's not me. I didn't do that.
We are at the point that she takes what this is.
I did nothing.
I just hit end.
Oh, did I press something?
No.
It's going,
Okay. So
Kill it.
she takes instructions, but sometimes she has to make a case for why she should or should not obey me. So we are looking at that point. What are some of the qualities of an effective leader? In terms of an effective leader, I read an article yesterday and it's about an effective leader who is someone who has a passion. An effective leader has an authority that others are able to respect. So if you are an effective leader, you keep your word, you have a personality that others are able to relate to, and make sure that when you say you are doing this, you are following through to make sure that it's done. Another trait of an effective leader is a person who has a vision that moves. So we talk about, I had a book one day who talks about having your vision and actually getting them into action. So most of us sometimes have vision that never come to fruition. So you just have the vision and you are stuck there. But if you are an effective leader leading people, you have a vision for the group and you are able to make things happen as an effective leader. An effective leader also is able to connect with his followers. So you are able to communicate well with your followers. If you have issues coming up and the group is not working well, you are able to put them together and communicate to them. The main thing is how do you resolve conflict in the team. If something comes up and you have conflicting issues, how are you able to bring the team together to make whatever you need to do happen? An effective leader also has sound judgment. So if anything happens and you are able to make a decision, you are able to make a decision, and we, your followers, know that we are able to follow you through. So the main one that I like with my daughter, what is going on with us is open-mindedness with her. Sometimes I'm just able to tell her, do this, and I expect her to do it. But we are at a point that that's not happening anymore. You ask her to do something and she tells you why she shouldn't do it. And she's making me know that I have a right. And I used to just say it and I make sure that I follow through. You have to do it, and we have conflicts a lot. But now I'm learning to just step back and let her do what she wants to do sometimes, and whatever happens, we all learn from it. So I'm moving from being the strict leader for her, if I'm inspiring her, being the strict leader who says, you just have to do what I tell you to do, to a point that I'm actually communicating with her, connecting with her. We are working through our differences and knowing that, okay, though I'm a leader, I'm supposed to make what? Her world a better place. And I think in her world, it doesn't mean that I should insist that she does what I say, but working with her to be at her level so that we all work together. So in our various lives, as we lead people, as we are trying to stand out, what we have to do is make sure that we are making our world a better place. Thank you.